Hi, everyone. My name is Heather Richer. I'm the president of the board here at Astrho, and I'm here with Heidi. I'm going to let Heidi introduce herself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Heidi Hendrickson, co-founder of Astrho and industry veteran for about 20 some odd years. So happy to be here today. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, we're going to get into kind of a little bit of background on Astrho. If you're new to Astrho or you haven't joined yet as a member, again, it's free to join. But every year we like to do this quick 20-30-minute town hall to share the vision and roadmap of where the organization is headed, and also get your feedback. And your feedback, again, is always welcome anytime in the community. We want the community to be engaging and allow people to have a voice. So with that, this is our plan for the day. Our agenda includes an overview again of who we are and our mission and the long-term roadmap for where Astrho is going and the goals of elevating our entire industry. And then we'll get into some pretty detailed notes on 2022 and objectives and goals. So with that, let's jump into our overview. I'm going to read this to you. It's our welcome, but it's also a really nice summary of who we are. So we bring together short-term and vacation rental homeowners to collaborate in new and better ways, to learn from marketing and business experts in our space, and to provide perks and benefits important to our community. We built this professional network so that we can solve problems, make homeownership easier and more profitable, strengthen our collective knowledge, and support the safe, legal, and successful advancement of the short-term rental segment within the overall lodging industry. We are a force, we are not going away. And Astrho was founded based on a place to have neutral, unbiased information and resources. So again, our mission, just to clarify further, I won't read this one, but we are a professional society with the goal of providing education and resources and networking opportunity to help homeowners achieve financial success, meet legal obligations, and again, professional, clean, safe, and legal hospitality. And this deck will be shared after in this video. So we're going to move fast to try to get through all the content, but it will be shared after if you miss anything. All right, Heidi, I'll hand it over to you.
Yeah, excited to share this slide because that orange or yellow arrow is just so awesome to see. And a lot of that thanks to some people tuning in here today. I mean, we've seen our membership really skyrocket towards the latter part of this year. And our total reach, we're seeing over 12,000. Our social channels are growing monumentally. Our membership, both free and Premier Host, has been growing 158%. So future projections, we're just going to continue along this trajectory. And we're still looking to try and tap into that 18 million global market size of short-term rental homeowners. So whether you're self-managing, whether you use a property manager, or your real estate investor mindset, we welcome all of you to our community.
Thanks, Heidi.
There we go. So we did add a couple of new outlets for our engagement. So of course, we started with our website, a really robust business directory. All of our corporate members are spotlighted there. If you do join as a corporate member or sponsor, we drive traffic back to your website. So really helpful to utilize that there. Our membership community, there's a good screenshot of what the app is like, and it's actually really helpful to use our app. It is mobile friendly as well, but there is so much content in there and there's so much opportunity. I kind of think of it as like a social media channel, and I kind of spend more of my time there than others these days. But it's great to really drill into other professionals, create groups for people locally. So really a fantastic place to spend some time and learn and educate. Social media, we're essentially on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So all of our live events are posted on YouTube. Some in the past have been on Facebook Live, but yes, those are growing exponentially, and a lot of good content. Updates of events are happening on those channels. Email newsletters, so we're going to migrate a little to a monthly newsletter because of the content we've been posting in the network itself. We're going to grab snippets of those highlights and put that in a monthly newsletter. Feature some of our top sponsors, what's happening, all the good events. And then of course, we do focus on some advocacy in our email newsletters. So there's always a good update in those. strategic partnerships, we've made a few this year, which are really exciting. The FDAA is the short-term, let's see, I don't remember the acronym, but it's in the UK. It's an amazing partnership that we work with at Astrho, and share best practices and how to grow memberships together. Rent Responsibly is another partnership that's joined us this year. They've been monumental in helping with our roadshows, bringing a lot of great advocacy news. Some other local organizations, Penn State, have all been great supporters. That's wonderful. And then moving into webinars and events. So we're going to continue with those. And in the past, it was mostly hosted by Astrho as far as our webinars. We're posting a lot in the community that is industry all encompassing. And the great thing is we're picking and choosing the events that are most relevant to our audience, which is that self-managing host. So keep checking out the event section in the community for there. We'll keep posting. Astrho Live, this is probably the part that I'm most excited about. So this year we did it virtually. Next year, around end of Q3, early Q4, we'll be doing our first in-person conference. And this is to bring homeowners, vendors, and the true community together. So I can't wait. Stay tuned for updates there. I think we got one more. Oh, our roadshows. So I think we're going to talk a little bit more of this in a different slide, but we are migrating our roadshows to both virtual and in person. So stay tuned. Shortly, we'll go into a little bit more detail there.
Great. Okay. So the long-term roadmap, why are we here? You know, we went through our mission to improve the professionalism, support all of those entrepreneurs in our space, you know, elevate our entire industry. And how do we do that? And what are all the pieces? And it's not something we can do overnight. But ultimately, the goal of our industry is to have global recognition and favorable regulatory legislation. And so to do that, we've branched out and talked to other associations around the world. And so ultimately, the goal is to move towards something the entire industry can have connect on globally. And this is important for Airbnb, Expedia Group, Booking.com, obviously other global organizations that help support our industry, are important in our industry. And so a few of the things that are in discussion that would be part of this accreditation would include, you know, application image submissions, right? So there's true accountability to show that you have a safe, clean, and legal home. An actual virtual human review that checks in with, you know, on the property in some way. It's not possible to physically go to every property, but there's a general belief that there's a way to have some type of virtual human review. And then it can be quick and attainable. Not expensive, something that as a professional, you can, you know, put your stamp on, and really this has a meaning to a guest and a customer that you have this and you are a professional. And again, ultimately summarizing all that into, as a guest, if this is something I can see, I know that I'm staying, you know, in a place that's safe, clean, and legal. And so how we get there is a journey, right? And we know there are other associations around the world having the same conversation. So we've had this conversation, and it's just kind of in its infancy with the European Holiday Home Association. STAA, as Heidi mentioned on the previous slide, that's the United Kingdom Short-Term Accommodations Association.
That elusive acronym I'm still trying to memorize. Yeah, thanks, Heather.
Vacation Rental Managers Association. So everyone is aligned behind the importance of professionalizing our industry, you know, elevating together, and again, making sure everything we do influences, you know, that guests have confidence in staying with us, and that we have favorable regulatory, you know, legislation to support our industry. So how does that then translate to you? Like, why would you as a homeowner want to be a part of this? And though it's great to have the, you know, to say you're safe, clean, and legal, ultimately, we all are concerned about, well, what does that mean for dollars in my pocket, you know, and how will that help me run an even more successful business? So the vision of having accreditation would unlock lots of different things. So this slide illustrates what that actually could look like. And a lot of this is happening. The UK is actually a little farther ahead. I think being a smaller nation, being less fragmented than the US, we're really finding ways to maybe draft off of them, learn from them, and figuring out how we can apply it in the US. So by having accreditation, we can unlock many different things. And I'm just going to kind of read what those things would look like. unlocking homeowner insurance discounts, right? Confidence, the insurance companies having confidence that they're insuring a safe home. Technology or service provider discounts and perks. Again, rewarding those that are professional that have this, right? And are taking what they're doing seriously. Other global lodging brands are now expanding, right? Marriott Homes and Villas is one we're all familiar with, but I think this is a space to watch. And we're seeing the beginnings of even more entrepreneurial short-term rental homeowners that are running 2 to 5 homes, if professional, actually can now get access to this channel. And then qualified channels, for example, government rates, government travelers, the government needs to know that they're putting travelers into safe homes. And so this would unlock the ability to get that kind of demand. Same thing for corporate travel. There's an organization called Trusted Stays that then would unlock your ability to be in the GDS, which is the global distribution system, where corporate travel is mainly booked. So unlocking that audience. And then ultimately, how you can present yourself to the consumer, that badge of confidence. So again, all very much in the initial stages, but we recognize like this has to be a global effort to elevate together. So this was just a great visual. Thanks to Lauren on our team for putting this together. And again, long-term vision, but we're on our way. The roadmap is in place. So with that, we're excited
about that badge.
Yeah, just to show the vision and to explain kind of where we've started and all the things in motion for our industry. Okay, looking ahead to 2022, we're going to hand this over to Heidi to get into the detail.
Yeah, this is awesome because this year we created 2 advisory boards that'll continue into 2022. The first was earlier this year, the Clean Maintenance and Safety Board. And the board members are CEOs and top people at all of the companies you see listed there: Breezeway, Proper Insurance, Properly, on and on. They're all a fantastic group of people and great minds coming together, really focused on that accreditation Heather just walked everyone through, as well as creating a 1-week power course to take you through that accreditation. So that's really exciting. They meet monthly. The second one, this is just starting later this week, is our Education and Events Board. And the fun part about this board is it's comprised of 6 self-managing hosts. So really pulling the voice in from the industry, individuals that have their own properties from within our community we selected. And then it's in culmination with a handful of other industry professionals from Wednesday, Rental Scale Up, Jetstream, Studio 82, I mean, all great names in the industry. And their charter is to focus on planning all of our live events, from Astrho Live, that in-person event I mentioned earlier, our road shows, ongoing expert Q&As, and then also focus on the educational aspects. So refining the coursework, making sure everything in there is very relevant, pulling instructors into the mix and keeping everything fresh in those education courses. So branching into that, our 1-week power courses will continue, and our goal is to showcase all 4 of these each quarter. So the content will continue to change a little bit and again be updated, but as you'll see from the course contributors, there's some big names in there as well, from the CEOs to VPs from these industries or from these companies actually teaching these courses, holding office hours. And the best part is our free members can actually access the course for each week per quarter when they run, and then they have access to those office hours with the instructors. But if you join as a Premier host, you have full access to the course content at any time in our Premier host group. So definitely look forward to taking advantage of those and being part of those 1-week power courses. They're really helpful.
So I think this is back to me, right, Heidi?
I think so. I think
Okay.
you're going to walk through our themes. Excited for this one.
Yeah, so we do try to lay out the year. This is year 2 for us. And in year 1, we found this to be really helpful so that we try to ladder events and conversation, and throughout the year, touch upon every kind of important topic. And if we're missing something, again, talk to us in the community. I'm not going to read through each month, but let us know if there's some specific area you'd like to have us focus on and bring in more experts on that particular topic. And then lastly here, a little bit more on the roadshows. So we'd love to get involved in your market. And if you'd like us to come to your market, please raise your hand, let us know, chat us in the community. And as Heidi said, this is both in person and virtual for next year. And the format is really, quick in that we bring folks together and do a deep dive into the data and the trends in the market. And Key Data is our partner to help bring this information and help drive the discussion around the local trends. We also then talk about advocacy in that market. Sometimes there's a lot going on, other times not so much, but just again, rent responsibly support of whatever the situation is around advocacy. We also have partnered with Vacasa to bring real estate home kind of market trends. And then we like to also have a spotlight where we can talk about a local homeowner, share their story, drive some conversations, and sharing best practices. Another addition in 2022 is to have Breezeway also partake in this discussion. Justin Ford from Breezeway is on our Cleaning, Safety, and Maintenance Advisory Board. And so Breezeway brings, this expertise with Justin at the helm. And then other vendors, depending on the market, may showcase their products and services as well. So this is really turning into a great way to have, small gatherings in market and really talk about what matters locally, as well as, on a larger trend sense. So with that, I think, oh, this is the last slide here. I can jump in if you want to add to it, but ultimately, we're also always trying to add new perks and benefits to Premier hosts. And over time, this may evolve to that professional accreditation certification badge, that these types of things would even be more easily unlocked. But right now, as a Premier host, if you join that Premier host tier, we have discounts available, at a nice list of home decor and furniture vendors, cleaning, maintenance, security providers, as well as technology partners that offer discounts that can be unlocked once you join the Premier host level. And then similarly, different marketing channel opportunities, discounts, free trial periods, and services related to selling. Like that Kennedy training note, I'll just call that one out. That one is not a channel or distribution. That one's actually an expert in customer service to helping you train on conversion and inquiry response. So lots of variety, different services and technology providers, and we're always trying to add and grow this list.
Well, and if anybody has input, just message or post in the community. If there's a particular area you feel like we're lacking in these host benefits, we're always looking for new opportunities and making sure that we're bringing that value back to our hosts, Premier hosts. So.
And I think we're really doing good for time. We tried to make sure we're, getting this into the 20-30 minute mark. So we do want to get a little feedback from those of you on the line. If you could open another window on your computer, or if you're on mobile and you just go to slido.com and type in poll number 100176. I'm actually going to take us over to Slido. And can you see my screen okay, Heidi?
Yep, looks perfect.
All right. You can also grab a screenshot of this QR code if that's easier. All right, I'm going to roll through and see if we can get some feedback from folks on the line. So describe in one word, what is the most important thing Astrho can do to support you? And we'll see if we can get this to work. Get any responses rolling here. I may not have it set up properly. Connect, yeah, not working.
There's one.
Okay, that's great. That's great. We're on the right track then. I'm going to keep going to the next question. And ultimately, what would you like to see more activity around? We believe there's more opportunity to networking, with everything being virtual. It's been hard, but that's why we have this advisory board to help us come up with ideas that work virtually, because we're all over the place all the time, different times of day, different time zones. And then the live event, Astrho Live, you know, to really bring, so that's great. Yeah, someone responded with that one as well. From an education perspective, you know, if there are ways we need to educate to drive this accreditation, that's something that I think will come naturally, but ultimately it's great to see, yeah, the stronger responses are around live in-person events and networking, and just that we can do more around that. So this is feedback we'll take to our advisory board as well. And I'm going to jump back here to our slide. And I think with that, you know, we really just want to say thank you. There's so many members that have really jumped in as leaders. We're looking forward to having more folks be involved, you know, in an advisory board or on a committee in 2022 and really making a difference. And, you know, just as a reminder, we are a not-for-profit. And we founded this organization as a not-for-profit because we felt that was really critical to ensuring an unbiased platform and community that anyone can join, and that isn't biased to one specific corporate entity or another. You know, all are welcome. And the core mission is professional development, you know, and advancement of our industry. So sincere thanks to everyone out there. It's been quite a year. We celebrated our 1-year anniversary at the end of September, and excited to be moving forward into year 2. And yeah, Heidi, it looks like there might be some chat. Please feel free to add and we can close it out.
I think the chat was just trying to get familiar with the Slido, but
Okay.
if anyone has questions, we're happy to review those. In the meantime, I just wanted to thank the Astrho team for everything you all do. It's been a fantastic journey. It's been so wonderful working with you all. I'm super grateful that I get to be a part of this. So thanks for everything, you guys.
Thanks, Heidi. And thanks to all of you. And again, we'll share this video and our roadmap for 2022 and larger vision, and look forward to seeing you all in the community. Thanks for your time today. Have a great rest of the day. Bye now.